This Torah class is brought to you by TorahAnytime.com.
So Yaakov Avinu encounters Sarah Shalesav, and they're wrestling and they're struggling, and the pasuk says, "Vateka kaf yerech Yaakov," and the hip socket, the kaf of the yerech of Yaakov, was dislocated. And Chazal say in Bereshis Rabbah, on the pasuk Vayar ki lo yachala vayiga bechaf yirecha, this refers to the generations that would come from Yaakov Avinu that the Sarah Shalesav saw. He couldn't prevail against Yaakov himself, so instead he caused certain decrees that would come out in future generations, namely decree of Chanukah and Purim, the harsh gezeros of various episodes in history when the lives and the religion of Klal Yisrael was on the line. However, in the times of Chanukah, the kaf, Chazal say, was exchanged to pach. The kaf pei, was exchanged to pechaf. Instead of it being the hip socket of Yaakov was struck, it became the pach shemen. What's the meaning of this? That the letters were just rearranged? The Shela Reveals explains very beautifully. There are two parts of the body. There's the palm, the kaf, and there's the peh. The letter kaf refers to the palm. The letter pei refers to the peh. Now these two organs should be primarily in the following position. The hand always needs to be open to the ani. Somebody comes, they need something, they're marrying off their daughter, they need to support Torah. There's so many merubim tzarchei amcha. Your hand always needs to be open. So the position of the hand, the default position of the hand of a Jew should be open. On the other hand, that's the kaf. The kaf needs to be open. The peh should be closed. Lo elam yarba adam b'shtika. You should speak as little as possible. Words should be measured and counted. So the hand should be open and the mouth should be closed. This is alluded to in the word kaf. Vateka kaf yerech Yaakov. Take the word kaf. It's spelled kaf pei. But how is it spelled kaf pei? The kaf, the palm, is closed. It's a kaf like this. It's a closed kaf, as opposed to the final kaf, which is open. It's a closed kaf. That indicates the hand is closed. Bad. The pei is an open pei. It's a long open pei. It means the mouth is open. That's Jewish tragedy. Vatika kaf yerech Yaakov. When the palm is closed and the mouth is open, bad news. That's what happened when they sold Yosef. Vayavai Yosef es di basamra el avihem. They spoke against Yosef. Yosef spoke against his brothers. But in times of Chanukah, says the Shela Reveals, it's brought in the Sefer Yosefin Ben Gurion, Josephus, that when the Chashmonaim prevailed, Chilku harbe me'ashal alanim, they gave away a lot of the spoils to the poor. So their kaf was open. Their palms were open. And then they went ahead and killed the Malshine Yisrael, who tattled on them and were makatreg on them to the Malchei Yavan, and they killed them. Yehuda Maccabi killed the Malshine Yisrael. So they ensured that the mouths would remain closed. So they took the vateka kaf, where the mouth was, where the hand was closed and the mouth was open. They opened the hand and they closed the mouth. So they made the kaf into a pach shemen. That's the transition of the Jewish tragedy of vateka kaf yerech Yaakov to the pach shemen of Chanukah. Now, by Yaakov Avinu it says vateka kaf yerech Yaakov. There's another yerech, the yerech of the menorah. Says the Shela Reveals, this is the remez, the Gemara says in Shabbos, Ein maspidin b'Chanukah. You don't eulogize on Chanukah. Now we know, based on the Gemara in Be'ah, that the way they would eulogize in ancient times is sipuk kaf al yorech. They would smack the palm on the thigh. Again, the word kaf, with a closed palm and an open mouth. Al yorech. That was the ancient method of eulogy. Kaf al yorech. But on Chanukah we don't do that, because we take the kaf and we turn it into a pach. We take the yorech, the thigh, and we turn it into the yerech of the menorah. So in this week's Parsha, again, we see the seeds of Chanukah being sown, where the Malach of Esav wanted to destroy Chanukah. He wanted to destroy Chanukah, and instead the Rebbeinu Shalom allowed us to transform the kaf, Yerecha of Yaakov Avinu, to the pach shemen and the yerech of the menorah. This is from the Shela Reveals, wishing everyone a wonderful Shabbos.
You've just experienced another Torah class brought to you by TorahAnytime.com.